Hello, Void. I just woke up and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today, well, for me, not for you, for me, is the penultimate day of November. So I'm gonna set up the final month. Oh, it's already December. While reflecting on my system this year. I say setup, but it's really just information related stuff. If you're here for stickers and washi, that's not happening today. I usually don't do that. But yes, I think there's not much to set up. I think it's just going to be more reflecting on my shit. Just as a quick overview of what I use, I have two Hobonichi of X in the cousin size, as well as a standard TN and passport TN. Yay! Alright, first we'll start with my main book. The cover is Dreamy Soda, my favorite cover, which finally came out in A5 this past month. Month? No, year. Jesus fucking Christ. Look, I said I just woke up. Okay. I did used to have a cover on cover for it, but the workplace is really rough. And yeah, I took this to work, so that got pretty damaged. So, yeah. And this has started to get some wear in there as well. A little bit. Alright, so to start, I do not... Yeah, no, I don't use that, so we're gonna... You can go away. My yearly index, though, I use as a gaming tracker. It's one of my favorite layouts. I've been really consistent with this since, like, last year, and I'm very proud of myself. And you can see each month has its own color because, it's Tsukino colors, my boys. Any month-related color coding is gonna be because of Tsukino. So if you happen to be fellow idol trash, then you know that December means gold. While I don't have a gold friction ink pen thing, I do have the closest color that was available, and that's honey, which should be that one. Like, you can see it, but yeah, it's there, trust me. And this, it's gonna look yellow, but, like, that's yellow. God, can you even see how yellow that is? But that's a lot brighter than honey, the actual yellow. So I'm just gonna... Actually, do I need to move this? I don't know. But I just put the short hands on top here, of course. So we're just gonna do, we're gonna do just the... I'm not gonna put every single game I play, because that is a lot. And I don't know if you can tell, but, like, it varies from month to month. So... We're gonna do, let's say, what have I been consistently playing lately? For sure, Genshin. So, Genshin. Honkai. Reverse 99. What else is there? I haven't logged into Ensemble because the current event I don't care much for. If I recall, it's it's like the cards are Keito and Eichi, or like the two people, not one, two, some of, oh my god, how to explain this? They are among the characters I kind of don't care for. Let's put it that way. Let's put it nicely. Let's just those three for now, because I don't know what else I'm gonna play. But yeah, I don't need to put anything else there. But yeah, like, nothing's really changed in regards to this. It's always looked like this. The only thing I do differently is, oh my lord, there's like circles in the X's that I started doing in October that don't exist here. Because what I started doing was indicating if I participated in an event. I don't know why I started doing that. I just thought I would. It's whatever. Other than that, it's just a slash for if I only logged in, and then a full X if I actually played the game, like took time to play it. But yeah, that's kind of it. And then the bottom here, I just write what the shorthands mean. Not that I need to know what they mean, but I just like having the some kind of writing on the bottom. Let's see, I'm gonna go do that now. Okay, so that's done. There's no like real reason why I do this. I just thought it'd be interesting to see like my gaming habits and priorities over time. But I guess it has also helped me to remember to log into certain games that I like should be playing. So that's nice. You go back over there. And next is the monthlies. This is last month, of course, and it's not going to look much different from past months, other than the fact that it's like super empty. Like, I'm never outside, and I don't really buy stuff because I don't have any income right now. And that means less things to track, right? My first event was like this, except, more writing. I already have this text on the bottom here because I actually did all the months here, like in late June when I started using this Avec just to get out of the way. But they're the they're the fan club names of the aforementioned Tsukino characters. Like I told you it was gonna be all Tsukino. I got of course, the colored text is in katakana, and then the Roman. Can you see the other letters? Yeah, the Roman letters in gray. Now I have some things in December already that I wrote down way before. So like any like appointments. Well, I have like one appointment. We got appointment there in like the color I had for my symptoms in the pain log there. Oh wait, I didn't show you the pain log yet. I'm an idiot. You'll see. This is a lighter purple, so that means that's something that you watch, which means that is probably a concert, which it is. Oh my god, that's so soon now. Oh my Jesus Lord. I have any, not reminders, I guess tasks in that honey color, reminders in orange, and then darker purple means music. So that's the Alkaloid Trip album I pre-ordered that I talked about in my Valkyrie video. I can't wait. Okay. But I do still have other things to write down though, I think. So, actually, hold on. Okay, let's get all my automatic stuff out of the way. The one thing I used to do that I don't do anymore is I would put, that is not the right number, I'd put like pluses and minuses on the Friday line. Because, well, that's when I had a paycheck. I knew, not anymore, of course, because again, no money. But, ooh. Other than that, not much has changed, I don't think. Yeah, no. I also had been setting up this sidebar for years, but I had like fallen off on keeping up with it, unfortunately. Like there is info that needs to go in there. I don't know. I haven't done my financial stuff in a while because of my whole situation. I really do have to sit down one day and fill it out though. I'm still gonna just set it up, but I said slightly differently. As in make the weeks start Monday instead of Friday like I used to do. Because again, that used to be like my payday, but payday doesn't exist anymore. So, I mean, funnily enough, it first starts on a Friday. What should I do then? Because what I'll do, I'll put, let's say the week ends here. Then I'll put, oh, does it make sense to do that? Do I want to put, how did I do it before? Yeah. If this ended on this Friday to Thursday, I would put it here. But now that it's going to be a straight week, I should probably put these 3 days here. Right, okay. I've never done it this way before, so I'm like what do, right? Plus, minus, let me get rid of you for a second. You're like in the way, kind of. And my debt, of course. And then the rest is gonna be the same, I guess. So 4 to 10. Okay, let me just put this back now that I'm done doing this. Actually, no, it's almost December anyway. Let's put it here. There you go, and I just have to put down, I did the weeks, and on here I usually put the entire month. But yeah, there's nothing, I told you, it's all like information based setup stuff. I don't pre-decorate months with any of the numerous things I have. The numerous stationery I have. I couldn't be bothered. Okay, guys, let's move on. Yay, next is the weeklies, aka my pain log. This is where I record and track all my health-related stuff. I feel like this has changed the most compared to earlier in the year. I mean, just for comparison, let me get my other back here. Like, this is the first week of January, so it looks pretty simple, right? But it's gotten more intricate over the months, because it looks kind of like this now. So I've already, most of this is kind of the same. It's just, I still do my weight on top in my maintenance color, which I'll get to that. We have my sleep, and of course my symptoms. That's the same. I also used to white out the timeline. I don't know if you can tell, but like, yeah, that's my handwriting. So I used to white out the timeline in favor of a 0 start timeline, because I used to be super anal about each day, like staying in its own lane and covering only its own hours. But I've stopped caring. That's fine now. But yeah, in here, the main part of this is, of course, the symptoms. Every time something happens, I write it down. I have shorthands for all my body parts and types of pain I feel, so this is like more than enough space to record all that. New stuff is, I think the most obvious thing is like this on the sidebar is I started tracking stuff, and as well as like more text in here in my sleep color, because oh god, I started writing down my quality of sleep. Like that section would be empty anyway due to my being unconscious. Like I don't feel like I have to write about every single time, especially like every single night's sleep, especially if quality hasn't changed much. But like I kind of like writing about it, so there it is. I also started indicating how much time I spend eating, so that's the green, and how much, like, whenever I exercise, which would be the pink. Unfortunately, I haven't been doing much this week. Oops. Like, I have once thought about using markers or highlighters to fill in these, but no, I don't think I will. But yes, the sidebar, other than that, I haven't written this down yet, because I usually do that at the end of the week. Like this type of writing you see, those are like my weekly summaries of how my health was overall. But yeah, that goes at the end of the week. I'm not going to write that down now. We're still in the middle, as you can see. But yeah, I've started using like trackers, which has actually been really fun. Now, I'm not one to worry about it seeing it completely filled or anything. This is simply to record what actually happened, but it also serves as a reminder for me to take my meds or weigh myself or whatever. The layout of the trackers and the things I track have definitely changed over the year, sometimes week to week. And I like that. I like that I have to set up a new one every week, because then I can change the structure if I need to, because sometimes priorities change. I don't usually set this up until Sunday, but I might as well get it over with now. So we got, let me use my, oh my god, where'd the pen go? Oh, it's right here. I'm an idiot. Actually, can you excuse me? Sorry, kitty. So what I'll do, as you can already see it, but I'll put the dates up here. So I go backwards because my brain sucks. There you go. Right. And then on the left side, we'll put the stuff I want to track. I do have some stuff I always track no matter what. So exercise, there's my meds. What order do I do them? Okay. My meds. What do I need this month? This week? I mean, weight for sure. Sleep. And mood. If I want to do anything else, I'll just add it as the week goes on. It's fine. Alright, if I need anything else, I'll add it in later. I'll leave a few lines just in case. Because there's another new thing that I do, which is weekly stuff. Yay. It's just standard shit like, you know, like trash and vacuum if I worked on any videos and whatnot. So let's do that. How many spaces do I want to leave? Just in case. Okay. There we go. Again, this isn't like a must, especially in terms of trash, because like I don't produce a lot of garbage. But like it's nice to like remind me that like, oh my god, you haven't done that this week, maybe you should. And whether I do it or not, that's after that it's all on me. But that's kind of it. There's nothing to like set up in this regard, because that's just as things happen. So that's fine. Other than that, oh right, I said I would explain the whole maintenance color thing. So it's cause this pen, this is my health pen, right? And its color scheme was inspired by, and I'm sorry if you're not a 2D idol head, but you saw the title, you know what you're in for. It's Valkyrie. Because of course it was. I knew this was going to be my most used pen, so I'm just like, you know what, I'll base the colors off my favorite unit. Like when I was first deciding what colors to use for everything. So we got a wine color for the, that's what I use to write down my symptoms. That's for like the unit's image color, kind of. We have a rose color, which is what I was using for my sleep stuff. And then we have the green for food, which was inspired by like Mika, because he likes sweets or whatever. And then pink for maintenance, because shoe. And we all know how he used to use the word maintenance when referring to his unit members, because they were just marionettes and not humans. Oh, I'm gonna be sad again. Oh my god, why do I do this to myself? Alright, enough ensemble depression. It's dailies time. But before that starts, actually, it's what I call the cover page. I don't know what it's officially called. I call it the cover page. Now this has already been pre-decorated because I did every single month at the end of June at the same time as that like text I wrote in the monthly spreads. I don't think I'll have the will to fill this out though, because I haven't done so since this whole book. I did it in the first evac. I was doing really well in the first half, but that's kind of why I got hit with my second health problem. So I do get why I fell off. I'm not mad about it though, because I still really enjoyed looking at just the framing that I did. So there's that. I guess I did the rest for the first half of the year. So let me show you some of the stuff I did in the first evac. Well, does this count? I have, you know how like, let me show you. Where is It starts before the dailies. Oh my god. Like this section, before the dailies start, they have like turning the page or whatever. What I did, I only used that for like the new year, and I did like this. So I did this side to celebrate like New Year's Eve kind of, and then this is like New Year's. So I would do, of course, Zhongli's birthday is on New Year's Eve, so I did like all this stuff. I printed out some pictures with, well, all these pictures are printed out using a Kodak step, which honestly it works fine for sorry, for my purposes. I understand that the colors aren't really that accurate. It can come out kind of like washed out a bit, but I'm not really a stickler for that kind of stuff, so it's okay to me. But yeah, that's what all the Kodak step. I did all these, this washi and sticker was actually a set from, I want to say Bande. It's their osmanthus stuff. And it comes as a set. Really cute. And then and then I put some stuff for, like, news that was the most prominent during the turning of the year, which was unfortunately this fucking asshole. But it's, I put the funny bits, so I... And on the right side is... That should not be all the way up there. What is happening? Should be somewhere there. But yes, it's everyone's 2023 New Year art from various things that I love. But that's that. And we got, this is January, which, so what I do is I'll print out like memes and or like the most notable stuff from that month as like a quick, I guess like a quick overview of how the month went. Unfortunately, January was really like this. It was mostly political, which is, it's funny, but god, it was a lot. It was so many memes. Oh my god. What other month was like really fun? March was a big one, because that's when this event happened, and like these two shows were kind of like, yeah, that was fun. And then we have June, which fucking and then he came out, and then these Joy-Cons came out, and then that happened in New York. Just fucking smoke, but yeah. But yes, I would decorate these pages, like these like frames would be based on, again, Tsukino characters. Like their colors and then like their themes, because each character also has like, you call it like motifs or something. They have like a symbol related to them and like a theme. So like 12 for Kakeru would be, he's gold, of course, and his thing is stars. So that's why there's like so much like star shit, and of course like Christmas shit. Like if I go to like November here, hello. If I go to November here, then it's like silver. There's like, I didn't have a lot of snowy stuff, but yeah, silver. And then like October, Iku's color is brown. He has a thing with like bears, so there's bears there. There's like some Halloween stuff. He's also a runner. I don't know if he still runs, but he does like exercise stuff, so there's like exercise little stickers in there. But yeah, that kind of thing. That's what I mean. Okay, now we actually move on to the daily pages. Okay, so just like with the weeklies, I used to white out this timeline, you know, to make it a 0 start, but again, I stopped caring. I mean, at first I stopped caring because I was like, oh, I wake up at 4 a.m. for work every day anyway, and it starts at 4 a.m. But now it's just whatever. I don't care. I don't have a sleep schedule anymore. Like, what even is that? What I will do first is, you see this, I mean, if you have a Hobonichi, you know, but that line right there, I think they call it the secret line. I don't use that line in this timeline section at all. I ignore it. But I do extend it to the bottom portion because this area I do need separated. Now I used to do that with a pencil. My good old Stettler 92505 that I've had since like, oh my god. Has it been like 15 years since I've had this? I feel like it has. But I don't use it anymore. I just use black friction ink now because it makes it easier to erase. Because honestly, I was okay with pencil. I don't hate it. But let's say I wrote something in friction ink and then I erased it. If I accidentally erase over the pencil line, it was not pretty. So yeah, I started just using this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put all those lines there. I'm gonna make those lines with one of my favorite things of all time, my favorite ruler, the Raymay grid ruler. Oh, I love this thing. It's helped me a lot in making straight lines because I can, especially this one, because I can align the look at the ruler. I can align the grids. Not that the grids are the same size as this, they're not. This is way smaller than this. But, you know, if you need to align the corner, like, you can. I love it so much. And also for cutting washi. So what I would do, if during whatever time I may use washi, I put the washi down, do that, and just, like, rip it off. Nice. Alright, so I'm just gonna put all these lines here and then come back. Excuse me. Okay, it's finally done. Oh my god, can you believe putting those lines down is making me dizzy? Can you believe... Okay, so now I'm just gonna fill out, you know how I wrote like those red numbers in the monthlies, in the monthly spread? I'm just gonna rewrite those here, except on the day of, just so that I know for sure. So I'll do that and then come back. Okay, so I'm done. Okay, so as you can see, I got the financial stuff on the left side, but I also do, what is it? I like to remind myself to check my debt at the end of every week, which used to be Thursday because that was the end of my my paycheck week. But you know, since I'm changing that for December, yeah, making it more Monday centric. So then the last day would be Sunday. So Sundays I check my debt. Left side for financial, but not just that. It's also for gaming notes. So if I do any like whatever the dailies and achievements I do, that day will go in here, basically. And then the right section would be for journaling and notes and whatnot. Yeah, that's all. This is also where I use a normal ass not friction black pen for any information that doesn't fall into any of the categories of my numerous fiction inks. I don't know why I ended up doing that, but I did. My pen of choice has changed over the years because all such pens were from this black pen bundle that I got from Jet Pens. Like it wasn't a gel pen bundle. It was just like a black pen bundle, I think, because there's like ballpoints in there too. So I'm just trying to get through it, honestly. So the first one I tried was the High-Tech C Coletto in .25, which oh my god, words. To this day is still one of my favorites because it's so damn thin and I have tiny ass handwriting. I know a lot of people are like, it's so scratchy though, which is true, but I still love it, but despite that, just for the size alone. Unfortunately I lost it somewhere at work, so I didn't get a chance to actually finish using it. The one after that, the next one up on the chopping block was the Pentel Energel, which is so far my absolute favorite gel pen of all time. It feels great to me personally, both in writing and also the click, which is weird because even though in terms of like keyboards, the Kale Jades are my favorite switches because I like that high pitch sound, but when it comes to pens, I like, let me show you here because I still have it. I like this sound. Like the slightly lower, slightly thicker sound. And if you know what KLJs are, you know they're completely different. They're super clicky and not as thick sounding. Strange that. No, of course I have it, so I didn't lose it at work. But it did run out of ink. I'm keeping the barrel just in case, though, because I do want to use it again. I might get the refill one day. But yeah, so what I switched to now is... It's just a uni Jetstream. In 0.38, because that's what it came with. Now, I'm generally not much of a ballpoint person. Mostly I use gel and fountain. But the Jetstream is an exception. And it always is. The Jetstream's always an exception. Because it's just so good. It's a good, solid ballpoint. Like, this is still the only one I've owned personally, though. Because, again, not much of a ballpoint person. I might actually get a fancier looking Jetstream in the future just for the barrel. When this runs out of ink. Because it does serve, like, purposes that gel and fountain can't. And by that, I mean receipts. But yeah, that's been great. And 0.38 is great for me. I love it. It's just... Okay. You're gonna go back over there now. The timelines themselves are gonna be left alone, because, again, I don't really plan in these. Like, we're all about the past and present here. Like, what future, bitch? Other than that, I don't use much of the back pages. Not really. That's empty. Oh, I do use the gift one. That has other people's information, though, so I'd rather not show that. Let's skip that. I don't really use that one. I do use the things I like page. A little bit. I filled in whatever I could answer, because I love answering stuff. I love surveys and whatnot. But the one I use the most is the My 100. It's my things I want plus to-do page. So what I do is use half of it for, of course, things I want, and half for things to do. What I like to say, eventually, preferably before I die. I do migrate these to whatever system I use in the following year, which also gives me the chance to, like, see what's still important to me, like what I'll be giving up, whatnot. I'm not hell-bent on getting these all checked or anything. It just serves as a reminder. It's not that serious. It is nice to see, like, that this year I did end up buying some stuff that I've always wanted, so that's nice. I got 2 of these things done, which is amazing. But yeah, I don't really use that. This I wanted to use. I kept telling myself I wanted to use this to write down the domains in Genshin. Like, one for Genshin, and then one for, like, Epic 7, because those 2 games have, like, basically, like, dungeons that change every day, right? But I never got around to it. I got lazy. But yeah. Also, oh yeah, right, I did I've been, like, showing these and not mentioning it. The Stajiki I use is, of course, it's Animal Crossing. Why wouldn't it be? It is, how I say, it's really been used, though. Like, look at that. It's literally been out of shape. Oh my god. Like, this side not as much for some reason, but this side, I don't know what happened. It's, I try to use this, like, I'll keep the colored side where I write so that the white side doesn't get that dirty, which has been kind of working, to be fair. But yeah, that's what I use for my Stajiki. And then this thing is just it's just a washi card thing. So where you, like, let me show you. This is for my friend, but where you can, like, wrap washi around, right? But it came in, like, a 50 pack, so I have a billion of these right now. So I'm like, now I use it as a bookmark. That's lovely. But yeah, that's about it for my personal Vec. I do have some super basic shit to do in this one, which was supposed to be my work Vec. So yeah, I had one for personal and one for work, because I wanted to be able to carry both with me, right? But carrying 2 regular Hobonichi cousins would be way too much. That's like 2 of these. No. So I opted for the Avec, so that with 2 halves, it'd still be like the equivalent of 1 in terms of size and weight, right? And it did really work well for me, actually, because even at work, I did still need to be recording things into here, right? Like what I ate, how my health was, all that. But again, like I said, around exactly when the first Avec ended, I got hit with like a second big health issue, and I was like suddenly unable to work. Like literally, I was at the doctor during like the weekend because I had worked full time, and I was supposed to go back to work like the next day or the next day, and the doctor was like, no, actually you shouldn't be working. Oops. So after being like, what am I gonna do with this then, right? Like I decided to make it a sort of gaming journal. It's not a complete gaming book. It's just a place for me to write down notes if I wanted while I play shit. I actually ended up ignoring all the other spreads. Unfortunately. And I just used the dailies. I don't know why, but I just forgot that these are here. Like, oh, I don't use the timeline or anything. I ignore that. Instead, I just write the shorthand for whatever game, like in where the timeline is, and then just write. No colors or anything. I just use the same, like, the regular black pen, right? Because I don't really care. The extent of any sort of setting up is going to be me putting Hoyo logins every single day, just to remind me to visit those Hoyo sites for those login rewards. But that's it. Like, this isn't a planner, so there's no planning to be had. So you don't need to see that. And of course, my other Stetsuki is just the standard navy pink one. But this has also been, yeah, that is wavy. Because of course, before I used it for gaming, I used again for work. So this was at like handling stuff from work too. So you've been putting in some good effort. Thank you. I'm hoping I'm writing straight. I actually can't see that. Wow, my eyesight sucks. Jesus, did I write that straight? I did not. Oh my god. Okay, so that's done. Now it's time to move on from that entirely. And onto my passport. My passport TN. Here it is. Now, if you've seen it, because I've already shown this like maybe once or twice already, you might be like, where's the fountain pen? And we'll get to that. But basically, I call this my little travel buddy, my timeline away from my timeline, which basically means it acts as a stand-in when I'm away from my main book, where my timeline is, where I log everything. And it's not a stand-in for just my personal book, it's a stand-in for anything. Like, any and all info is, like, allowed to be in here. Even if it doesn't end up being transferred into anything else. So I guess you'd call it, like, a catch-all, kind of. It acts as, like a brain dump, a filter, like, everything goes in here and then it gets transferred in. But yes, brain dump as well. Though, if I'm gonna be writing ideas for a long time, like, it's more than a few lines, then I prefer to use my tablet, honestly. Because I can write my thoughts for hours, and I don't want to be writing like a whole essay in this. But yeah, there isn't anything to set up because there's no structure to it. It's just like a notepad, basically. But yes, I also had to stop using. I will say, looking back, I had to stop using the Travelers Company number clips because like. And I mentioned this, I was scared that this would happen, just as I feared. It did kind of ruin the edges where it was sitting. So, like for example, like there, that got really fucked, like this page got really fucked up. Right? And then, like, you can immediately tell that this is where the other clip was sitting. Can you even see I can see it. That's the most important part. I can see it, even if you can't. But yeah, I had to stop using them. I took them off. It did get a little better because it used to be worse than that. But I'm too scared to use them again now. A shame, because I really love the feel and aesthetic of these tabs. The tabs themselves are good quality. They're really solid, but they're a little too solid for paper. Oh god. Like, I know I said this is like the one thing I'm not really precious with, but I don't want the paper and then as a result the text to be ruined, right? Like, I'm using this for the text, please. And now another thing that has unfortunately been not nice to me is the Kaweco student. Again, a shame, because I absolutely love this pen. And it's the first nib I've dealt with other than the Curidas, which, what is it? Yeah, it's like my nib. I love it because it's like, so it's such a fine nib. It's a good EF, and you know, I write tiny, but for whatever reason the ink just won't come out of it anymore. Just suddenly one day it just stopped working. I've taken this thing the fuck apart multiple times, cleaned it thoroughly, but like still nothing. I don't know if I should just try replacing the nib. Maybe that's I don't know. I'll think about it, but my plan for now is to use, you know, a different pen, and the black friction ink is more akin to like a dark gray, so that kind of worked out. It's working very lovely so far. I just don't like how it looks. But yeah, this is just a stand-in for now. Maybe later I'll use either one of my many preppies, because I have all the preppy wall ones, or just get an entirely new pen. That's still in the air. But yeah, there's nothing to set up here, honestly. It's just this. But I did enjoy using it. Such a good little travel buddy. Alright. Over there. And finally, for the standard TN I mentioned, here it is. Yes, the same pattern as the Passport, because I really love these covers. Which aren't anything official, by the way. I got them like 2 years ago, I think, from somewhere random on Amazon. I remember them also carrying purple and red versions of this, and I was tempted by the red. But I wanted something Valkyrie-esque while not being too bright, and that red was pretty bright. It wasn't like a burgundy or a wine red or anything. It was red. So I ended up with a brown. And honestly, now that we're on the subject, that's also why I have like gold and brass stuff, despite me personally being more of a silver person. Like, I love silver more than gold. If it wasn't for the Valkyrie aesthetic, I wouldn't be owning so many of the goldy stuff. But yes, this thing is actually not sure what to call it. Would you call it scrapbooking or like memory keeping? Maybe not really. I don't know. I just put like random yet memorable things in here, and this covers just this 1 year, exactly this year. Most of it is just packaging or receipts from like hangouts or gifts and, you know, stuff like that. But it can also be stuff like I bought for myself and it just happens to be a memorable purchase, right? Sometimes if I printed too many pictures for my, like those monthly covers in the Avec, I'll put the extras in here. I don't really decorate these with my own supplies, like my own stickers and stuff, because this is meant to be solely ephemera. This is just a single insert. This is... and it's already gotten this chonky. Oh my god. What I use as an adhesive is actually, let me see if I can reach in here, is actually the Tombow Mono Runner. Of course in removable, because I fear and loathe commitment. It's so great though. You can actually refill this. And I'm on my, let me get, okay, I am on my second refill. changing it is easy too. You just like, there's these arrows on the top and bottom here. You just pinch that and it just comes right off. Boop. Just like that. Like, so that would be the refill, and you keep this. I did also hear that the Kokuyo dot liner is also good, but it's just that, like, this is the first product of this type I've ever had, and since it's so good, I never had a reason to try anything else. I don't know. Maybe when I run out of refills, I'll try that one. Now, I will say, the film for this is very thin. So, on certain types of surfaces, it will kind of, like, skip and break. If you're using it on just, like, a flat, smooth, like, paper surface or something like that, it'll be fine. It works on paper really well. But if it's, like, glossy or something, it might give you trouble. I don't mind. I just kind of go over it again. It's fine. But for how thin it is, it holds surprisingly well, and that's why I love it. It's great. I love it. So that hasn't changed. I've been using that all year, or since last year. I don't fucking know. I can't remember anything. Now, this, I've never actually done anything like this before, so I was a bit iffy if I was gonna stick through with it, because, you know, it's not something I have to do that often. I was able to come back to it, and I'm glad. It was pretty fun, and I'm all for doing this again this year. So I would have. Oh my god, something just fell out. What fell out? Pusheen fell out. Stop that. So we got here. I just put what the previous year's Hobonichi came with. That's actually my sticker of my OC. Pochi's so cute. We got. This is the last piece of candy I ate at work before the new year turned. Oh my god. And Pusheen came from here. I know this. But yeah. That's something my friend got for me. It's just random shit I bought during the New Year's. You know what I mean? More candy from work. Can you stop, please? Pusheen's trying to escape. Maybe I need to redo that. But yeah. It's literally just all the snacks I got while I was with my friends. Stuff we bought when we were hanging out. More stuff we bought when we were hanging out. We went to a Sanrio store and I bought all this cinema roll shit. Oh yeah. More stuff. My friend got me this Idolish stuff. I like Idolish as well, by the way. Yes. Oh my god. More snackies. We got some shipping labels that I'm not gonna show. We went to a different store to get more Sanrio shit. Oh my god, there's like more snacks in here. Oh yeah, there's like the excess stuff I printed from January. Oh my god. Alright, that's the first time I ever tried that candy at work, because we sell candy as well. We bought that stuff one day. My friend gave me this stuff. What else is there? Oh yeah. That one time my friend gave me hip mic stuff as well. I got like sometimes I got like stuff like this. There's just like a whole ass like instruction book in here. But that's what I'm talking about, just like random but very memorable stuff. Now what's one of the... Is there anything late year that I can show that's not personal? I have like the shipping labels I got from and receipts that I got from my ensemble orders. I got the Streamily stuff I bought this year. I do have, there's this. This I got, you can see Toad right here. I got this Toad toy from a McDonald's Happy Meal when I chose the Pokemon one. So that was... I remember that. Is there anything else, maybe? I don't think so. Oh, wait. I also keep these... Oh my god, what would you call these? But you know, like, when you buy from, like, artists, like, sometimes they have, like, these cards like this. I love... This is one of my favorite places to get Genshin pins, but Sugar, is it Sugar? It looks like it's supposed to be Sugar, or is it I am so sorry, but on Etsy, all my Genshin pins are from her. It's so cute. She's lovely. So if you want really adorable like the heads of characters Genshin pins, they're so cute. Go get it from her. But yeah, that's it for that. Okay, now those are all for the systems I used. I do have 2 honorable mentions. The first of which is the Jibun days. I have a days. So I got this before I bought the second event that was intended for work, because I was initially going to use this for work. And that's because last year, so 2022, I had used the Jibun Biz for work, and I absolutely loved it. The only issue I had with it was that it had no notes pages. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. So I had to use I did use one of those like idea books, if you know the Jibun system, for notes. But I still enjoyed using it. It was great. The Gantt chart in the Jibun is so good. It's so useful. Oh my god. But yeah, I just wanted a more daily option this time around, and I got the days. Now the days is really lovely. I love the layout. But for the daily format and for how much information I record, I did gravitate towards the Hobonichi stuff in the end. I feel so bad for it, but I still kept it around. I mean, whenever this happens, and this happens a lot, I just use them to test writing utensils, test the paper, or perhaps test the layout if I ever wanted to use this for a different purpose. Which I tried to find a different purpose for this, and it just didn't work out. I'm so sorry. It's a lovely book, though. There we go. So that's that. And the second one is this Day Free, which I got because I thought I wanted this to be my main book, until I realized that I super needed that weekly spread for my pain log. I'm very impulsive. I thought I knew what I wanted. Look, this is why, and I'm just saying, when you think you want to use a new system, just write it down, right? Write it down. Go like your stream of thought. Is that what it's called? I don't know, English. Write down your entire thought process, the pros and cons, everything. Work on it for months if you have to, until you get to your final answer, because it's money. But yeah, I didn't end up using this, of course. Now, this isn't abandoned by any means. I actually started to transfer all my gaming notes to this, because the Day Free is actually my ideal book for gaming. Now, it has a monthly spread, no weekly, and just a bunch of free space, right? And by the free space, the pages are numbered. So if you want to use an index, like, you can, because this is all like, this is all numbered, which is absolutely beautiful. And it has, like, on the right side, it has this cute little, like, what is it? Oh my god, can I? Like, it's like a little flip book. I don't know if I can do it well, but, like, excuse me. But, like, it has, like, a little... I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. Can I do this? Yeah, like that. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. But yeah. I've gotten, like, a third of this copied over so far, because it's not, like, an urgent thing. But I've left alone the index for now, because this, I actually don't know what I want to do with this, honestly, in this. But the monthly has got, not that one, January. There we go. The monthly has got events and banners for whatever I was playing at the time. I accidentally chose a purple too dark. And I started off writing with an S shell, because I have so many of these things from needing them at work. And of course I don't go to work anymore, so I have a lot. But it just wasn't doing it for me. For me personally, the S gel has been it's nice when it does work, but it's the ink has exploded on me so many times. I just can't. And like it skips, and like there's just random times where you're writing and a lot of ink comes out and then like no ink comes out. I don't really like that. So yeah. I did eventually change it after, like, I was still using the SGL here. I finished it after that. I mean, not I stopped using it after that, right? So yeah, you can see I'm using just the Jetstream. And I also, by the time I got to February, I learned to use a lighter color as a sort of highlighter, because I wasn't using actual highlighters. I was using I have some over here, like brush marker things from whatever that company is. Because this has like, there's the brush and then you know, that kind of thing. There's like a million of these kind of things. You've seen these before. But yeah, I just started using the lightest shade of the appropriate color. The appropriate color being fucking Tsukino colors. I also realized that, what is it? Oh my god, words. That it could easily get, like, difficult to tell apart the lines. Because oh my god, these events go on forever, some of these things, right? Especially the banners. So I rewrote, once I got to March, I rewrote what each line was at the beginning of the week, if the line was still very long, right? So, like, I rewrote it all for here, but for stuff like this where it's, like, super short, I didn't rewrite that. But yeah, and I think it's kind of cool how, I know a lot of people don't like thin paper like this because it ghosts. It doesn't bleed, usually. I've never had a bleeding problem with this paper, but it does ghost. But I think, like, seeing this, because I used to have that problem. I used to hate ghosting too. But, like, it's kind of cool that you can see the color behind it, kind of. I think that's neat. And I think it's kind of cool to be able to see, like, the history on the other side. I've grown to like it and appreciate that, so that's not an issue for me anymore. But yeah, so we move on. There's no weeklies, so after the months are done, it just goes straight into your empty daily pages. Now, you can kind of tell I was still trying to figure out how I wanted to write this. I was all over the place. I was using, like, friction stuff, and then, like, the S-gel, and then the Jetstream. I was spacing things differently. Oh my god. But yeah, I eventually landed on using the fine tip on these markers to write everything. And then the issue was, do I want to use one color not one color, but like one shade for the entire month? And I was like, I want to give the other one a chance as well, because I want to actually use these things, right? So there's, like, that one purple. And if I can just grab the page, thank you. It's like a different shade. There we go. So I try to give the other shades a chance. By the time I got to February, I was like, okay, you know what? I'll go from light to dark shades. Like, you know, and then change the color every week. So we got the color. Oh my god, can you tell? That was too light, by the way. I was like, oh, this pink is too light. Let's move on. But this starts on a Monday. And then Saturday, Sunday, and then this Monday starts a different shade of pink. So it's easy to tell apart the weeks. But it's also useful because, like, you know, games like Genshin and Honkai have, like, the weekly reward stuff that changes over on Mondays. So that kind of helps as well. What else is there? I think that's it. Ever since I kind of figured this whole system out, like, me wanting to, like, what colors I wanted to use and when I wanted to change them. Like, the fact that I wanted to put the days of the week on there and stuff instead of just the date. How I wanted to space everything. I mean, I think you can already tell, but, like, the left side has, the the daily tasks and like achievements, and then the right side is just notes. Sometimes I'll put the extra stuff on here if I forgot to add that in. It's okay, it's whatever. But after I figured that out, it was pretty easy after that. Yep, and then there's the different shades of green. April. And I haven't finished April yet. Yeah, but this has been like a really relaxing thing to do. I don't know if I've mentioned this already. I might not have. But I love just mindlessly transferring information. Like, so that's why I have no qualms with using something like this. Where, what is it? There are like, not as often anymore, but whenever I am too, like, not sick, but like unhealthy to get out of the bed, like I can't get out of the bed, or I'm extremely like lethargic or something, then, because this is always with me in the bed too, right? So my whole day will just go into this, and then when I feel okay again, whether that's one day or a week later, because that happens sometimes, I'll just transfer everything over to my Avec, and yeah, it's fine. I find it really relaxing if I feel stressed out. But I love just like, or not I love, if I want to do the physical act of writing, and I have nothing to write, I'll just work on this. It's great, actually. And that's pretty much it. I feel like I've definitely grown into my own system more and continue to find like better ways to use these books for me. The Hobonichi Cousin is definitely the closest thing to planner piece for me, because it includes all like the layouts I'd ever need. It's in a really good size. Like I'm an A5 bitch. I need all that space. I don't know. I just continue to be surprised at myself for not being as like extravagant in my spreads as I like to be when it comes to like pens and covers, because I like stuff like this. or like my Curidas. But yeah, the pages are just like yeah, it's colorful ink, but it's just text at the end of the day, right? Like, I don't know. It's fine. Like, that's good. I don't want to be so decorative inside the book anyway, other than, like, the monthly covers, which is, like, to me, that's, like, a special occasion thing. That's, like, oh, it's a month thing, not, like, I don't decorate the daily pages. But I just think it's amusing. Oh, by the way, I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's totally okay to use a book as is without even doing a so-called, like, setup, If you're someone who doesn't need all this decorative nonsense, if you're someone who just wants, like, any notebook and just one black pen, that's okay. Like, please don't feel like you have to have everything be this, like, extravagant, like, Instagram level thing, or you need to be using the fancy, expensive shit if you don't want to. Or, like, maybe not even fancy, but just, like, needing to use even just cheap stickers and washi and stamps, right? You use the systems and tools that are most comfortable for you, right? That fit your needs and make you happy, right? Like, just remember, you're using the stationery is not using you, all right? You pay for it. Okay. I'm very tired now. I need to take my medicine. I'll see you in the 2024 setups then. Bye!